Then you can attach that to a button or some other object, and then you just reach down, put it onto your fingernail, and you're hooked up. Now, for this particular handling of the floating bill, all you have to do is borrow the bill, wrap the bill around the thread, and then I quickly fold that in half so that that's going to serve as the permanent attachment to the thread there, and then you just place it on your palm. I still try to involve the other hand to some extent. Then the next thing you know, boom, the thing starts to stand well above the hand. Now, this is a great move that was really used by Fred Capps in his floating cork routine that really is deceptive. Fred's floating cork routine would go to his mouth, down to his little finger. But this particular display, where it seems like he would wave his hands all around the cork, really made for an impressive display. It would seem to stay permanently attached, you know, permanently floating between the hands, as the hands seem to move all around, and then you can move all around. So you got a great deal of mobility in that respect. And then it goes right back down. You unfold the bill from around the thread, and you're done. Of course, like I say, this particular hookup, the reason that John has become so popular with it is because he's developed so many different applications for it. There are some obvious applications that probably come to mind right away, and that is you can attach that to one of a selected playing card. I would go, if I'm attaching it to a card, I like to go from the thumb as opposed to the middle finger, because the thumb is always right there at the back of the card. All you'd have to do is control a card to the top of the deck anyway. Let's say you just do a double cut or whatever to bring it to the top of the deck, like this, okay? And from there, go ahead and transfer it to the back of the card, you know. At this point, actually, you could even use this, you know, as a form of rising card from there to get the card out in the first place. And to do the whirling card, all you'd have to do, it's good to give it another anchor point like this, as opposed to leaning straight over. I mean, you could do it down here and do it straight down, okay? But I feel like they don't see the thread. You can do it right out here. I hinge it over the top of the finger and come out and get it like this. There's a couple of ways to do that spinning action. One is to just snap the card this way. Some people do it long ways, but that gives it a nice spinning kind of action where you come up to pluck it out of the air. But another approach is just to give it a spin. Okay? That's the easiest of all. If you want to practice doing that so that you don't need to do it with the thread, the thing to do is to take the cards and just spin the cards and see if you can get them to spin several times as they just drop to the table without going out in a distance. Just take the deck and practice spinning cards so that they fall straight down. And that'll get you used to this idea of spinning the card so that it revolves around a point that's stuck in the center of the back of the card. From that point, all you have to do is flick it off with your thumb, and what you'll get then is a lot of unwinding there from the string, because no matter which string you're using or thread you're using, that spin will accumulate in that thread, even if it's that finest invisible thread. So if you find yourself doing that more than a couple of times, it'll get a little too much torque in it. But after you flick it off, then you can just set it back onto a button, and now you're ready to go again for some other effect. The easiest thing to recommend is to practice with regular sewing thread. But real thread really doesn't move with every breeze the way invisible thread does. And it's the movement of the thread that your rehearsals are supposed to prepare you for as much as anything. So I recommend practicing with multiple strands. This gives you a stronger thread. but one that still moves around the way invisible thread does, which is what you're trying to learn about anyway. Then I'd move around my normal day while hooked up to a thread, going as long as possible without breaking it. This shouldn't be considered rehearsal time, but just rather an exercise to become used to the movement of the thread. After that, the best way to really see how you look as you move around with the thread, to videotape yourself, your performances, and then review the videos, because that'll teach you much more than any rehearsal in front of a mirror. Now we're going to look at one of the oldest hookups in all of thread magic, and very versatile as well. In fact, when you consider that this used to be done with threads that we wouldn't consider invisible, and all the magic they used to do with it, it's really, an exercise in potential when you consider the simplicity of it all. Let's say you had a bottle and a drinking straw, and you wanted to kind of illustrate how the straw might come to life. Kind of interesting? What? Yeah, maybe something like this. Just like that. Just one of the many things that you can do with it. Now let's show you what the hookup is and just touch on some of the other possible things that you might do. This is just a really simple hookup from the belt buckle to a little piece of wax. This hookup can be worn with you at all times just by bringing this piece of wax up and maybe attaching it to one of your buttons, and then when the time comes, you can just take that little ball of wax off, attach it to your thumb, and then attach it to anything that you're going to animate with it. Now let's go ahead and give you a thread that you can see to go along with this. There you go. So we'll place this one here, and take one that's a little bit easier to learn from. So the wax, sometimes people like, to attach this end that they know is going to be a permanent end. They like to attach that to a playing card maybe that's folded in half, and then tuck that into their pants there so that they know that that's not going to pull free, and then put this into an accessible place. But there it is. Right now, it's on my thumb. If I wanted to animate a straw or something like this, is I just pass it to the other hand. I just attach that wax to the bottom of the straw, and then drop the straw into the bottle. They have, Hofsons are doing things with this hookup over 150 years ago, and I'm sure it's even older than that. You can move it from hand to hand. Now, the interesting thing is when you're hooked to your waist like this, whether it's the haunted matchbox, whether it's the, any of those things which would hook here, self-folding bill, that sort of thing, the beauty is moving your hip back like this is almost imperceptible because you're holding the object that they're watching perfectly still. And that's what really adds to the deception, that it seems like that doesn't move at all. At this point, now you can place this down. You can move your hands all around it like this. And as you start to back up, the object seems to rise. And just like the horizontal hookup that is so deceptive when something is coming up like this and you can show that nothing is above it. Here this thread is a little heavy, so it's kind of pulling this back as it goes. But when it gets to the point that it's about ready to clear the bottle, what you'll do is go ahead and grab the straw as it's clearing the bottle as if it's come all the way out, and you conclude like this. Again, just one. Many, many possibilities. Here's another application of it. This is an idea that was surprisingly popular almost 100 years ago, the idea of attaching a hair to a coin and then dropping that coin into like a glass of beer or something like that. In this case, what I've done is just, got a soda with some bubbles in it. I think that that's really an important part of it. You go ahead and you drop it in, just like this, and those bubbles that start to create inside of there, you start to then see that coin kind of come to life and work its way up the side of the glass. Now, another way, here's a little touch that Al Baker used to do to fool the guys that knew the method. All he'd do was just twist the glass away from him so that the idea of bringing this in, okay, would really cause the coin to move in the opposite direction. That's what makes some thread work really deceptive, is the idea that it's moving away from you. There you go. In this case, you might even be able to bring the hand up as the thing starts to come up and go down.
See, this let me borrow it, but it's stupid moving on their part. Turn it on. Tim, say honey and audience. Well, it's then he vanishes the camera using the tunnel mirror. How it thirsts.
You're going to cut the cord.
Okay.
Alright. I got cards here. I want you to shuffle up.
I have a free choice of shuffling.
I'll hold the camera while you shuffle. Shuffle them real good.
Film me shuffling. He said this is like Copperfield's prediction lottery thing with the box and cassette tape recording.
I'm not going to force a card. You have a free choice. You can pick any cards you want. And on my digital camera, I already have a prediction of the card that you will pick.
Okay.
Now, are you happy that you had a free choice?
Yeah, I'm satisfied with this one.
And you mixed it up.
Yeah.
Now, what I want you to do, put the cards on the bed.
Alright.
I want you to hold this camera like a digital camera.
Alright.
Alright, this is the card you picked.
Yeah.
These are the other cards.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to get the prediction right now.
Alright.
Right.
That's my prediction, the Ace of Hearts.
Ace of Hearts.
Yeah. The Ace of Hearts is my prediction. There was no forcing at all.
If you can see it, you can make it out.
Yeah, I can make it out.
Can the camera make it out?
Yeah. How do you do that, folks?
And to prove it,
How do you do that? I had a free choice.
Ace of Hearts.
Out of any card, I had a free choice, and his prediction was right. How do you do that, folks? That is like a Copperfield-style illusion. Man, that's gonna blow people's minds. People in such an eye belt, Tommy, how'd you do that?
You're going to cut the cord.
Okay.
Alright. I got cards here. I want you to shuffle up.
I have a free choice of shuffling.
I'll hold the camera while you shuffle. Shuffle them real good.
Film me shuffling. He said this is like Copperfield's prediction lottery thing with the box and cassette tape recording.
I'm not going to force a card. You have a free choice. You can pick any cards you want. And on my digital camera, I already have a prediction of the card that you will pick.
Okay.
Now, are you happy that you had a free choice?
Yeah, I'm satisfied with this one.
And you mixed it up.
Yeah.
Right, what I want you to do, put the cards on the bed.
Alright.
I want you to hold this camera like a digital camera.
Alright.
Alright, this is the card you picked.
Yeah.
These are the other cards.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to get the prediction right now.
Alright.
Right.
That's my prediction, the Ace of Hearts.
Ace of Hearts.
Yeah. The Ace of Hearts is my prediction. There was no forcing at all.
If you can see it, you can make it out.
Yeah, I can make it out.
Can the camera make it out?
Yeah. How do you do that, folks?
And to prove it,
How do you do that? A free choice.
Ace of Hearts.
Out of any card that had a free choice, and his prediction was right. How do you do that, folks? That is like a Copperfield style illusion. Man, that's gonna blow people's minds. People in church go, all right, go, Tommy, how'd you do that?
We will now award our seniors with their diplomas. Seniors, please rise. David Drury Duncan. Congratulations. Marion Marina Littman. Tracy Lynn Parker. Denise Irene Surratt. Teresa Lynn Stokes. Robin Ann Worrell. May I present to you the graduating class of 1990.
like to ask all of you to stand, please, and remain standing.
Let's give him a round of applause. How about 49? Now back in the 50s, well, they won a championship every year. You know, the only team that used to be able to beat this boy, the Redskins, that was always make you laugh. The Redskins would swamp up on everybody else and threaten to beat them. They couldn't win a game against anybody.
Thinking ahead. Reverse, you want to get the picture?
Is this the right one for this guy? Yeah, is this the right one for that?
I don't know.
Well, you got the tape? Put the tape there. See what works.
Yeah, one of the guys. It looked like really good big beans. I should have got some. No, it won't work.
Well, say happy birthday.
Birthday. Save the people. There's a pig on the table.
We're not finishing right now. We're waiting for the rest of the kids, and then we're going to have...
Yeah, that's why you on the table. Look at that. No, we're going to do that. I'm Daddy the Butthead.
You're first.
Excuse me for saying that. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay, Danielle, who are you?
Calm down.
Next.
I'm Pat. I'm Carson. No, I'm Ted. Matt. Beat to the person golf. Hey. Yeah. I'm Dennis Steve. Your man, Todd. Yo, man, I'm Todd. Yeah, that's a nice one, boy. Nice one, homie. Pepsi. 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 I want to mix.
Okay, three orange in. 3 orange.
Pepsi. And the camera? My brother I lifted it up on my brother once, he didn't know. He fell right through. Oh, whoa. Oh, yeah, I remember. He's like, whoa. Remember the time? I got really dead. I thought what? There, we watched it. Your brother's father. I felt he was playing fluid. I thought he hit his brother right there. What hit my brother? I thought he football. You bombed. Remember that? Oh, I remember that. You threw to me. I thought he had a long time ago, remember? Summer, like all they get is little four. They get some conveyor belts. They get to jump. Remember a little time ago, in the summer, they went to sit down and they could put a soda. Right, but I'm insane. I'm in trouble. I love that mini cookie and toast, but I hate mini chips are hard. Personally, you want to stop it. Get on. Wait, come here, man. Come here, man. Hi. Peace, Garth. It's me. Oh, no, pop it. Bam.
Okay, what's that? It went right through the balloon without popping it. Need to lighten it. Oh,
cool. Is it gonna pop now?
hey. Good.
Oh yeah, encore. Dave Copperfield. Hey, Benny Barnes. Oh, cool. He's using CD. Check this out. I saw this before.
Regular CD.
Shut up, Jan.
CD inside. You got those?
Yeah.
Now? Focus. CD.
And then we go. Oh yeah, encore. It really does, man. Encore. Oh yeah.
Hold that.
Who's going? This is gonna.
Okay.
Yeah.
What if this don't work?
What's the trick gonna do, David?
Cut your neck.
Don't worry.
Don't
You have
worry.
any life insurance?
No.
Too bad.
You got any driver's license like a kid would drive the car in California? No, they shut up, Jackie stuff.
Alright.
Oh no.
Tell me if you feel it.
It's a pipe. What's it gonna kill her?
Tell me if you feel it.
Oh, I can feel it. Yeah.
Look at it.
Oh.
Didn't it?
I can feel it.
Okay. I'm gonna go for it.
Oh, close your eyes.
Here we
Got
go.
a big surprise.
I'm gonna lift it up so you can't see the gooey stuff.
Oh. Oh.
You feel it,
How's that feel?
Oh. Actually, it feels great.
It didn't go right through it. And no blood. You wouldn't bad Donnie. The kid is any holes.
Hold on.
I don't see no holes yet, Garth. Neither do I.
Ew!
Oh.
Do we have a first aid kit?
Me.
Here.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Oh boy, I made a hole. This is terrible. I better see what it is to it. Okay.
Whoa.
Where's the hole? It's in the hole.
Oh man, there's a hole you could it's not too big.
See?
Just go to the side. No, he didn't. He really did it. How could he do that? Yeah, should taught you on this stuff.
I just learned it.
He taught himself, yeah. Reading books, Donnie.
Rubber bands. Rubber bands
Scar.
inside. Hopefully it won't break. It broke.
don't have a fan today, but I'll put some on some.
Empty. Now, I'll put it next to the Cheetos. Now I'll put these over here. Food makes it work a whole lot better. Okay. Okay. What's this?
Oh, dude. Oh my god. What's in there now? How did he do this? I was going to make it disappear. I don't know. Yeah, he's a magician. He has a red book. About baby cockroach.
Poke it. Poke it.
It's gone.
You really don't want to see inside, do you?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Really slow.
Ain't long to that.
No, in the box, I mean.
Alright, let's see if these rubber bands will work better. Oh yeah. These are stiff.
Good.
Still in there. Or really, they're not.
Oh, oh yeah, you put your hands over the thing. No. Dying. Oh yeah, yeah.
Rock.
Oh, fine. You running one, honey?
Here you go. Now, I'll pick it up. And it went in. You want to hear it? There's something in there. It's a quarter.
Good.
Whose quarter was that? Oh well. I'll keep it.
Yeah, what else is in the magic box? What is this? The hand buzzer.
Well, some people play poker with it.
Oh yeah, those chips.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Sure it's blue?
What color is it now?
Green. Do it again.
Alright.
Now he's going to turn it blue again. Cool.
That's a good one.
Now, volunteer?
No, right here.
Oh.
Please, I haven't been a volunteer, never.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Now, go get the trick with the
Who wants to see him disappear, huh?
Oh, I want
You're
to
lucky I didn't bring my disappearing case.
Yeah, I'm not good next time.
Okay, open your hand. Okay. Now, I'm going to take this ball. I'm going to put it in
Look at
here.
his face.
Squeeze it.
Don't trust it.
Squeeze it real tight. Concentrate.
I know this trick, I know this trick.
Now. Okay. I think we're going to need more than one. Now turn your hand around like this. Open it up.
Oh, wow. I know that trick. Yeah, I didn't know that. You need to do it. You need to be on it. I think I could do it. Do it again.
Oh.
Do it again. Perfect. Do it again. Do it again. I want to you all over, but it was good. Next time I'll put my hand in it. Here we go again.
I think I'm going to
Go. Here, let's go. Down my hand. Go.
Sit down, Danny, so it's the Shabby Dean can say.
Doesn't want to catch.
You got burned. Right.
And there's another water, so. You can run freely from cup to cup. Now. Don't take it. Don't pour it into this cup. Now, in the cup, I'll pour a little more. Alright. Now, I'll take this silk and I'll cover it. I'll say the magic word. 2. What's the magic word anyway? Alakazam. What else?
Alakazam.
Yeah.
Alakazam. Who gets both Alakazam?
Now, well, let's hope it works. Okay? I'll take this cup and we'll pour the water from this cup now to this cup.
Again? Well, cool. The water stuck up there as a glue. Stop! You can't glue water. No water in there.
No water.
Disappeared.
Evaporated, you.
That's a good trick.
Three, Doc.
All 3 of these cups be pointing up. But each move, I have to grab 2 cups. And that's one move. Like this. They're all facing up. Now, okay, I'd like to volunteer to come from the audience. Here. All right, now, what you do is you grab 2 cups, flip them. That's one move. And you grab any 2 cups you want and keep flipping them, but you can only make three moves. Okay. There you go.
2.
2,
Let's move.
3.
3.
You notice, 1 cup is still down. Now, how we gonna stop?
Get another volunteer to try it again.
Go ahead, Rita, you try. We'll let ladies try next.
I'll try.
Let's let Garth try and then Rita. We'll let the girls try.
Birthday boy.
1.
Let's see it.
Let's count with him.
1,
2, 3.
As you notice,
1 cup is still up. Yeah, Rita. Yeah, Rita. Let's try. Girls go next.
who would like to try it?
We're gonna let the girls try. Rita's gonna try. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Ready? Let's count with her.
All right.
Garth, that's 1.
You got to make 3 moves. That's your move.
Here, Garth, out of the way. 2, 3.
She can do it.
Yay! All right, Rita. Very. One,
2.
2.
Oh, you got to grab 2 cups.
Gotta grab 2 cups, Neil.
Grab 2 cups.
2 cups every
2.
time.
2, 3.
He did it.
He did
Now
it.
I want to see if the birthday boy can do it. Okay, birthday boy. Okay, birthday boy. Make a move.
1,
Go ahead.
2,
Now you got to put 2 more.
3. Couldn't do it.
Even the birthday boy.
Mom, make sure they get thrown out in the trash. Those 3, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No, wait, David, are you done with those? He's not done with those
Yeah.
stuff. He is done?
Well, all the same length. Now, come back up
Oh, cool.
and grab hold of the
They're
top.
smaller, that's easy.
Yep, as you notice, they were in order. Small, medium, and long. Now they're in the order of small, long, and medium. before they jump.
How many more tricks?
Guess that's about it.
Well, we've got a trick. This we had to do.
Oh, boy.
And this is a trick of mental telepathy. It's a, sit down. It's a trick. It's a trick of mental telepathy. And the trick of mental telepathy is, David, that I'm going to go in the kitchen, and the group's going to think of an object, and I'm going to come back and guess what it is. Okay? All right. Now I'm going to go in the kitchen, and I'm going to be, be real quiet and whisper what it is. And then Sid, is my assistant, is going to ask me some questions to see if I can figure it out. Right? Is that right?
Okay.
So,
Alright, are they thinking of a tree?
Y'all think real hard of what the secret word is.
no.
Alright. Are they thinking of cake?
No.
Are they thinking of a black car tire?
Yes.
Oh. No.
No.
Think harder. Think harder.
Try again.
Think harder.
Oh, no, keep going. I made a mistake.
Think harder.
Was it a Ferrari?
I'm getting good vibrations from something.
Try
different heads. That's Nintendo, not head.
Yeah, it's Mega Man 3.
Nintendo?
It's Mega Man 3. It's his in.
What was it again?
It's a Ferrari.
I think it is.
You're right. You're right. I
None of it does.
That's all I was thinking about. Mega Man 3. Should I got one? Should I got one? I'm thinking of a chair. Oh, better not try to hit it.
Nah.
Alright. Are they thinking of an airplane?
Oh, there's nothing in here.
Yeah, that's the naughty.
No.
Yeah. Alright.
Try this with a good head.
Are they thinking of a bat?
No.
Alright. Are they thinking of black shoe polish?
I don't think so.
Are they thinking of a baseball? My head. Whoa!
Is that it?
Yep.
Well, let's open the gift. Yeah, sit down. Oh, wow. That's great. Was that from Danielle?
You have one.
No, we don't have
I'm
it.
looking
That's
for it. I
great.
swear to God.
Here, let's pass them around so everybody can
Ooh,
see it. Here you go. Thank you. Who gave this?
Dude, check it out.
Oh, wow. What is that, Garth? Oh, isn't that nice? Let's pass it around. Let's pass it around. Thank you.
Yeah, Todd, what's up?
Can I get all the envelopes?
That is inside. Yeah, and then. I got the lights out of my face. Oh, you did it. Go to Urkel City. Urkel City.
Oh, great. Whose was that? Oh, thank you. Was that Todd? Todd and Todd. Thank you. Pass that around.
Who are they?
Okay, pass it around.
Oh, you should read it. What? You don't know what it is. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Very nice.
Oh, yeah. With the belt. Oh, yeah. I already saw it. The Donnie.
Open that. Somebody made a happy birthday. Excuse my back.
I don't know.
Is that nice?
Whoa. Check.
Oh.
Yes, enough money. I'm getting the watch.
Who do you say thank you to?
Yo, thanks, Edward. Sure.
Sure, thank you. And Sarita made the little birthday note for you. Thank you, Sharita.
Where's the card? It's the bookmark.
The bookmark. Put it in the envelope so you'll have Grandpa and Mommy, Gar.
Mommy, I know what it is. I know what it is. Oh, I know what that thing is.
It's a book.
Yeah.
No. I know what it is. I don't know.
How to get rich.
It's Mega Man 3. And Garth got one more gift, which we can't show you, but our friends from Virginia built Garth a workbench, full-size workbench.
Where is it?
It's in the basement, so we got a lot of nice gifts. Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah. Dude, yeah. We're going to play it.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, we're going to set up to cut the cake now. Okay, and put the candles on.
Happy birthday, dear Bart. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, I know. Nice shot. Ray, one went up in your hand. Nice. It was what? Jesus. Oh, yeah, they're tough.
Okay, thank you. All right, guys. I'll cut the cake.
Why's this holding the cake? Where's
Where the two holes are. Of course, two holes are way off. He just has this thing. Yeah. It'll be like that. Let's get the glue out.
Okay.
There's the glue.
What's that?
What's that? I'm not sure. I want to paint the stand first before the sub gets on it.
What have you done? Show me the model.
Not finished yet.
Oh, that's showing right now, Gar. That's me, yeah. I didn't think I was that handsome, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, I know.
There you go.
Yeah, show me that one.
This is a model already done.
Why don't you put it up against something white because they can't see the black. Against your black. There you go.
Hold it down some.
There you go.
Hold it down close to the table and get it good that way. Tilt it this way so I can see the top. We'll put
Bring
it
it
back
down,
down.
Gar. Bring it down. Watch the screen.
Just hold it still. Don't even move the
Hold
camera.
it still. He'll
Tip it this way so I can see the top of it. There you go.
Yeah. And keep, let him.
Say cheese.
Cheese. Okay, it's going out. They were feeding the seagulls from a van. Inside the van, First Island, Chesapeake Bay Bridge tunnel. If we'd have been here a little earlier, we could have got a picture of an aircraft carrier coming through the channel. Look like government workers on a break. Coming up on the car now. As you can see, it's a Falcon Ford 65. They plan to do it in a field. And you might not notice it, but it's on the road, even though it looks like it's not. Now zooming away from it so you can see the whole ground. This way, if we do it on the street, it won't get stuck.
Right.
Right now, we're at the same ground. This test is to see where the person will have to be when they're standing to hold the sheep. This is one side only. If you hear some whistling, that's probably the wind. Unfortunately, can't be helped. But in editing, we'll take care of that so there won't be no such sound or wind.
double.
Well, here we go, up to the top of the glacier. I hope. Who's that guy? Smile. Say cheese.
Right now,
What's your impression? What's your impression?
my impression is it's a Disneyland. Not
Hey, there's a cow.
much more scary.
Lekker, hè? Lekker naar boven. Nee. Daar kunnen we bovenop staan.
find a few residents who lives up here.
Nou, kijk, inderdaad, direct met de gevraagd. In de houders die houden, daar wij zijn nou gewoon bij. Ja, maar ik was 16 weken. Maar die trein wil ik dat. En ook nou, bij de Nederlandse regering die zegt bij de bebouwingskamp. Alles wat je daar zag, wat daar gebeurde was ja, oorlog en nog een keer oorlog en voorbereiding op het Nederland zelf. Als je het in kop had gehouden met 5, 6 provincies, dan hadden we het systeem van die alleen maar.
Je ne vis pas avec un hormone.
Ja tak powstrzymałam, wiesz, i tak
Tem są ma film, to bardziej lekki.
tak, może tak wyszło.
En de eerste 5 jaar is ook niks. Dat je 3 weken, want je bent het aangegaan.
Well, here we are on the third leg of our journey down from the glacier. Unbelievable. How they take the water up to the top of the mountain.
Grazie. Lo schedule on the hand tools. I got one in the pocket.
Can't see anything. That's what we thought. We didn't want to spend $50 to go up there and not see anything.
It just, you get little patches, it pops through probably, doesn't it? Yeah. Every this way you can see the point.
Well, thank you for telling us.
For the next one, I'm not looking.
Heavy bag, we just put it on the table out here. You can go get your thing. Here's a dog comfort station, believe it or not. This is what they mean by getting it at the end. View from our balcony. Here we are in Geneva. This is one of the parks on the waterfront. Lots of flowers. Lake Geneva. Hey. I don't know what it is, but it's an old, big, pretty building here on the waterfront, Lake Geneva. There's a tree. The limbs have come down to the ground. Some of them just grow along the ground. Are we having fun? turn around, smile. And over here, same thing has happened. There's a tree. That a limb was on the ground. And the limb that lays on the ground has taken root and grows up to its own tree. And I guess all these other trees around here, small ones, are the same thing. The limbs used to be limbs from the other trees. Different. Don't know what it is, but it's a pretty building. Lots of pretty flowers around it. Chess game. Strange limbs on that tree, don't know what it is, but it's worth looking at. Where we came from, we walked all the way out to that tent beyond there. Panoramic shot here. YMCA.
This is a view from our window in Geneva. Not quite as unique as the one we had up in the mountains, that motel. Lake Geneva's over there, just a couple blocks. I was looking down the little patio on the ground level. Oh, who's that movie star? Who's that movie star in Geneva? World Traveler, Universal City. Yeah, here's our room in Geneva, not quite as nice as we had up in the mountains, but you know, we didn't come here to stay in the room. I knew that guy. You know that guy? That guy.
Carney.
There's a TV that has no English speaking station.
Except for the pay TV.
Yeah, there's a pay channel on there that you can pay for movies you watch that has one channel for American movies English.
Get down!